Yeah, so on to episode three then, and it's a week later from episode 2, and the bandits are targeting you now because the dairy's gone. There's no food for them there, so they're trying to attack you for provisions. So how did you handle the investigation part when Lily informs you? Oh wait, well I'm skipping a little bit here, but let's go back. When you go back to the drug store to get some more supplies, because you know there's some supplies there still in there, and then that girl comes running out and screaming and distracting all the walkers.
I put her out of her misery, because if I was being surrounded by walkers, you know I'm not gonna make it. Please just shoot me in the head. And so I did. I was gonna let her just, because basically he was saying, hey, she's making noise. As soon as we fire that gun, that's the first thing I said. You know what? I'm gonna kill her. And I said, wait a minute, if I fire this gun, they're gonna hear us and come after us. But I was like, wait a minute, we're in a safe spot. They can't get us. Pow. That was my logic.
Yeah, that's what I did first time. I just get killed. I mean, I didn't use much logic because I didn't think it was fair on her to have to suffer from being torn to bits by walkers. So I decided to end up suffering, and then we just get as much as we can, and then get out. I mean, obviously Kenny wasn't happy with that. But at the time you just had to get on with it. I mean, second play through, I decided to leave it. But if you do that, you can hear screams as you're searching for supplies.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's a quick. It's a pretty busy scene because you have to get as much supplies, click on everything you can, fill up the bags, and just try and get out of there as much as you can, because you don't know how if you'll be able to come back or not.
Right, exactly.
Which obviously don't, and then the walkers come in, and then you trying to escape through the whole hole that's appeared since you last been to the drugstore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think there's a little Easter egg where the pilot is actually the pilot from the Jurassic Park game, if I'm correct. From the TellTale version of Jurassic Park. I think that's the guy with the helmet. That's a person who flies a helicopter in the Jurassic Park games.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I didn't see. Okay, I didn't see that.
I could be mistaken, but that's what I heard, or that's what I saw in a video once.
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't hear anything about that. Because I haven't looked up any Easter eggs. I heard about Easter eggs being in the game, but I didn't. I haven't looked anything up. Cause some of the stuff is like, well, you didn't see that? Like, no.
Yep. So then you go back to the camp, and then you talk to Lily, and she tells you about the missing supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your job to look around. So how did you when Duck turned around saying a mystery, and then the music started playing with like detective music? What did you think to that?
I thought it was humorous. I was like, okay, Duck, all right, go ahead and help me then. Little man.
Yeah.
And I love playing it because sometimes the kids may know something you don't even know. And that's why I said I'm gonna play with him, and hopefully, I'll find what I need from him. Because remember, then we're also having that issue with missing antibiotics. So.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. The music starting playing, and Duck just coming making a reference to Batman by saying, "You could be the world's greatest detective, and I'll be Dick Grayson, your ward."
Yeah. I thought it was kind of okay. How does he know about that? Yeah. But it was humorous though. I did kind of laugh at it.
Yeah, it's funny. So if you do allow him to help you, he does. He will keep coming back to you, and then saying clue.
Yeah,
and he finally helps you find where the drugs might have, or the supplies have been taken, and then you can high five him, and then you'll think you're incredibly awesome then.
Yeah, he showed me the X's and stuff that were on the building, which I didn't understand. Still, at the same time, I didn't know what they were for, even after the game was over. The X's on the side of the wall, I didn't understand that. So, but yeah.
Yeah, and also because I chose to save Carly in the first playthrough, she was able to tell me I should tell the other people if I feel it's necessary. So I told everyone, told Kenny, I told Carter, I told Clementine, and also told Lily, and obviously because I saved Lois, she understood and didn't hold anything against me because I tried to save her dad, so she didn't hold anything against me.
Oh, yeah.
But that's, I mean, the only person who didn't tell was Ben, but I just because I didn't know him that well, because I didn't know how he'd take it or what he'd do, because he had a gun at the time, so I don't know if he'd just gone crazy and saying, "You're a murderer, you murdered my friend" or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't know how. I wanted to be part of the group, but at that time, I really didn't. I didn't really. What's the word? I let him in, but I didn't accept him, if I can say that. So. Yeah.
All I told him was I was in prison. That's all I told him, and then he was still thankful. I told him that much. So.
Yeah. Yep.
And then obviously once you found the missing supplies, show them to Lily, then obviously the bandits could come into the camp and then take everyone hostage and demanding supplies.
Yeah, when I found the drugs, when I found the missing drugs, I was like, now why would they be way out here? Because I was still trying to figure out why was the X over on that side of the house, on the side of the building, and then the drugs are way over here on the outside here, but then I want to know who was, putting them out there, which, eventually we find out who did it. So, which was still surprising to me.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll talk about him a bit later on, but
yeah.
And then you make this escape, and then you're in the UV, the RV, sorry, not the UV, sorry.
Yeah, RV. Yeah, I'm gonna say what you kind of. Let me see.
And then Lily tries to put the blame on Ben and Carly, or Ben and Doug, whoever you choose in episode 1 to save. Yeah,
that was really. That's where I almost stopped playing the game. Actually, that scene right there when it was over, because we didn't know. I didn't know who was doing it. I couldn't say who was doing it. I don't want to point the finger at no one because I didn't know who was doing it. And that scene, at the very climax of that scene, everything happened so fast because basically we ran with that zombie. And we're trying to walk her, and we're trying to get from under the thing while we're having this conversation. I'm like saying, I hope, I forget who was down there trying to, get from under the van, doesn't get bit or anything. So I'm worried about my, actually kicking my feet, saying, please don't think I'm under the van, trying to bite my feet while I'm talking. And then, she's blaming Ben. She's pointing at Doug. She's pointing at the other persons. And I'm like, and then, Kenny, he's just being nonchalant. And then he started saying a few things. I was like, okay. And all of a sudden, pow.
Just like that. I mean, it depends who you choose. If you choose Carl, she'll stick up for Ben, and also have a go at Lily and just tell her to get over it. So she'll blatantly shoot her just to shut her up. Or if you choose to save Doug, she'll aim the gun at Ben, but Doug will get in the way to try and save Ben. And obviously he gets shot. So. It was a shocking scene, especially when I first played through. I said to Carly, I like you too. That scene was I like you, and say I like you too. Lots in sort of way, because I thought that relationship would develop over the episodes, but obviously Lily wasn't very stable, and
she wasn't.
Made the decision, and which comes to did you leave her behind, or did you take her with you?
Yes. I did. I paused the game. I cried. I was so upset. I was so mad that she killed Doug. I was so mad. She didn't have no proof to do what she did. I just said, get out. Then when the option popped up, I said, get out. I was like, get out. Get out. I didn't calm down until after we met, what's his name, in the upcoming scene, on the train. I didn't calm down. I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have left her, but I'm sorry. And then I was like, you know what? She can stay in that road. I don't care. And then, I'm jumping forward a little bit. And then the thing with the CB, and Clementine, I was so mad when I found it out, but I left her. Get out. And that's all I said. Get out. And I drove, and I was just be quiet, everybody. We're going on without her. She is not stable. She has killed an innocent person over just because someone was giving them our drugs or whatever. So. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both playthroughs I've decided to take with us to keep a close eye on her, and then as soon as we find a spot where we can let her go, then they should go her own way and we go ours. That's what I was thinking at the time. Plus, Clementine was watching. I wanted to show her not to give up on people and to give them another chance.
Oh, I didn't give up on her. She shot Doug. She didn't shoot him. She killed him. If she shot him in the leg, yeah, she could have stayed with the group, but she just terminated his life. Just terminated it. And that's not acceptable in my group. Mm-hmm. Not acceptable. So, if I think you're bitten, hey, Nick, are you bitten? Yes, one, I'm bitten. Okay, cool. All right. You know how far along you are? Basically, how the game kind of ended with us being like we were. Something like that. I'm gonna let you know, hey, I've been bitten, and we can't. You know by history, there is no cure, so I'm gonna end up dying. So whenever you see a big thing of walkers, let me get some of the bombs and strap them to my body and walk out in the middle and blow up as many as I can while they're eating me.
Yeah.
Why, hey, let me be used for something, or better yet, hey, you need to get away. Give me something that makes a lot of noise. Get some jars and put some marbles in them. Put them in my pockets and tie them to my wrists, and then I just run out screaming, yeah! And then they chase me, and you guys go the opposite direction, and, hey, don't worry about me. I'm dead. And if you see me, blow my head off. If I'm not tall, so. But yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's something we'll talk about when we come to episode 5. But then how did you act when you realised Duck was bitten?
I felt sad for his mom. I felt very sad for her because I was their only child, and I felt for Kenny a little tiny bit. I mean, because he still had some anger in me, and I felt bad for him just a little bit. If he would, I don't want to say blame or say anything, but it's like more if he would have paid more attention to everyone else, that wouldn't have happened. And, with that happening, when she said, she told me, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And I really didn't want the rest of the people to find out about it, and I didn't want the mother or Kenny to go crazy on me,
Yeah, when I first discovered it, I was totally sure we might be able to do something, even though I knew there wasn't anything we could do. I mean...
No, I didn't reassure. I didn't skip it real. Yeah, as much as I wanted to. With Clem, remember, I think in the van we continued on. I think I fell asleep or we had a little dream sequence.
Oh, the dream sequence. Yeah, that was pretty scary. She just all of a sudden in a dream she just turns to just walk and starts attacking, like tapping because you don't know where that came from.
Yeah, so I was like, oh! I thought I fell asleep while I played the game and woke up. I'm like, oh no! So yeah, but I'm glad it was just a dream state. But that was good. That was good. That was good. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then obviously you come to the train, so then you solve the puzzles to get the train detached and everything.
Yeah.
So you can carry on, and then you meet Chuck. What do you think of Chuck? Because he was mostly in episode 3, but in episode 4, he's only got a little role before he's killed off.
When I first met him, my first thoughts was like, oh gosh, here comes a bum. But as he began to talk and I knew more about him, it's like, no, don't judge the packaging because he has a lot of smart stuff. Because when he got real with me about, you need to try to use a gun, remember, she's a child. And there's one thing I remember when you have zombies, the undead walking around eating anything, get their hands on. There's no such thing as boy. There's no such thing as girl. There's no such thing as young. There's no such thing as old. There's nothing but food, and that's it. And when he said cut her hair, I got teary-eyed just a little bit because it's like, wow. It's like I'm making her grow up, and she's not even ready to grow up yet. Teaching her to shoot the gun was fun. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed that. But when it came time to cutting her hair, I don't know. It's just as back home, cutting a girl's hair is a really big deal, especially the first haircut. To some people that's not a big deal, but it is very big. And I was like, he is so true. I'm not saying why cut her hair. It's like, well, if she's running through something and something grabs her hair, I was like, that is so true. And then I was afraid that we're gonna come to a car or something, and guess what? She's gonna be crawling under the car, and a walker's gonna be sitting there and gonna reach at her and grab her hair if I didn't cut it. So I cut it. Didn't want to. She cried, but we did. But Chuck was I kind of almost fell in love with him just a little bit. I kind of, hey, I may not have Doug, but now I have Chuck.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a shame he was killed off in episode 4, which we'll get to shortly. But
yeah,
but it was there's just introduced your idea. You can't be too soft and else you'll be kicking quicker than the walkers will.
Yeah. Did you when you're on the train, did you go through the cabin with not the caboose but the front part, and then went to the other side and came down to that car?
Oh,
you got that bag of chips? Did you get the bag of chips or whatever? Cookies or something?
The cookies. I can't remember the cookies. I'm not too sure.
I don't know. It was a snack treat. I don't know if it was. I can't remember if it was chips or cookies. It was something to eat. Basically, it was something to eat. Did you go to the car for that? Did you get it?
That's when you meet the walker in the car, isn't it?
Yeah, the walker that's stuck in the car. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That made me jump first time because I wasn't expecting it. So it was just coming down the steps and then boom, it just comes down there.
Yeah, I know. It scared me to death. Ariel, he didn't even know anything about that. I asked him, I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, if you walk around the train in the front of it and then come down the steps, there's a walker sitting in the car with a bag of chips up under the bag or something to eat. And he was like, no, I did not see that. I need to go back and play it. Like, yeah, you go back and play that. Cause I love exploring. But yeah, I didn't get the chips. I'm sorry. A friend told me how to get it, but I said, I'm not getting bit. So, yeah, he told me how to do it. I was like, no, that's okay. I'll pass. But I didn't get it. I wish I would have, but I'll probably try to get it on my next time around.
So I think that brings us to one of the most heartbreaking parts of the game. I think this is one of the reasons why episode 3 is my favourite, because it makes you make probably the most difficult decision in the entire game, and that's when Duck's about to turn. Carter tells you to tell Kenny to stop the train so they can deal with Duck before they go any further.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. I mean, I think I blocked that feeling out because when Kenny didn't want to do it, he turned because you know how fathers and sons are. Your father, you can't destroy your son. And when she said she'd do it, I felt weird, and I said to myself, I hope we only hear one gunshot. I hope we only hear one gunshot. And when that thing went pow, I was like saying, we have 3 seconds before we hear her come walking back. And I didn't hear her come walking back. And I was like saying, I bet she shot herself. I bet. And when I came to the scene and saw what I saw, I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. So that's 2 strikes against Kenny right there. 2 strikes, because that's his world is now not just sad. Now his world has really changed big time. The love of your life is gone, and your son is still gone. He's still breathing, but it's not him. And then he was too weak to do it, so I ended up doing it for him, and that was that.
Yeah, when that happened, went to Kenny. I talked him down and convinced him to stop the train because it didn't. I told him to straight, but I just said you have to stop the train. So managed to talk him down, and he did. And then he's trying to convince, and obviously he's trying to convince Carter there must be something we can do, but Carter is just telling him there's nothing we can do for him. We need to do something. We need to put him out of his misery, and that's when I offered to do it because I didn't think it'd be right for either of them to kill their own son. So I thought it'd be best for me to do it and save them having blood on their hands because obviously of Lee's past, he's obviously killed before, so a bit more. He's already got blood in his hands, so more blood won't hurt, in a way wouldn't hurt. Yeah. So obviously, Kenny and Carter take Duck into the forest to have the last moments with him before you go in, and then that's when you talk to Clementine and just to explain what's happening. So I try to let her know gently that making sure it's not something. Obviously, she figures out you're killing him or busting him down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then. Obviously went in the forest and then saw Doug lying against a tree and Kocha on the floor and Kenny in tears and then obviously you can offer him a chance to do it himself, finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I decided to do it, and then it's just like, and the way it makes you actually shoot him, it's just like you don't want to press the button, but you know you have to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think I was gonna say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I think I gave him 2 chances, and on the third I said, forget it, I'll just do it. Basically.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
You can choose not to do it, but it's just both play through. So I decided to do it to end him and end it before he turned.
Mm-hmm.
And it was sad both times. I mean, nearly made me tear up, but just like the four, I just felt so sad after that for ages. For the rest of the episode, just felt really sad, and the way, I mean, you don't even pull point and shoot like you would in the first person shoot. You just like click over it, and you're actually shooting him. Makes you feel like you're doing it yourself, so it's really effective, that is.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Very effective.
And then you carry on with the journey, and obviously you're teaching Clementine how to defend herself and cutting her hair. And then you arrive to the bridge where it's got the gas container hanging over.
Yeah.
Over the bridge, which blocks the way, and then that's when you meet. I'm trying to think now.
I can't remember the guy and the girl. I can't remember their names either.
Got the guy and the girl. I'll just look it up so we don't look too stupid.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been a while, so I haven't got to that part again, and I'm really bad with names. I know exactly what you're talking about because I talked to my friends about it when we had to run, but that's fast forwarding. I don't want to fast forward too mad. When they remember getting chased and he's injured, so and they like, who did you save first? But while you're doing that, I was gonna say though, I missed the whole part. I know you want me to start right there, but I had actually got in a fight with Kenny in the command in the control panel section where I forget what we were fighting over, but me and him got in like a little fist fight before he stopped the train. So
yeah,
so I don't know if that was part of everybody's thing or not. Because I know Ariel, he was saying something how he did it and so forth. The puzzle they had, it was kind of it took me a little bit. I had to take a picture of it to solve it. And finally I got it after, I think, like 20 minutes. Yeah, games. Characters. Okay, I'm just putting in characters because actually, let's see. Oh.
Yeah, the character's name's Krista Mead, by the way. The one you meet in episode 3. At the bridge.
They don't have all the characters on the website for some reason. They show the first character you start off with, and that's it.
Yeah, managed to look it up, and just shows all the characters and either make an appearance or mentioned, or you see him as in zombie form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Christian and Mead, you meet me on the bridge, and then obviously they agree to help you out to get the train moving again. And then all the walkers come up. So who did you say, Christian or Mead?
Mead. I saved Mead because he was injured, and I forget. Someone yelled at me saying, "Why'd you save him? We need the woman." Something like that. Somebody said to me. So, but I saved him because he was hurt.
Yeah, that's what I did as well. Save Mead because I knew Krista could catch up because she's still able to use both her legs quite well.
Yeah, but we just jumped the whole first section of the thing, jumping to that. Because remember, we had to walk around to the barn. We had to walk and figure out how to get some tools in order to loosen that tank away.
Yeah. Go to the station. Yeah.
Yeah, we go to the station. Oh my god. Okay, I'm jumping around in there 'cause I can barely remember how it worked. But when they left us, me and Clem, well, us and Clem, and we were in the cell, and that thing woke up. What did you feel?
Trying to think now.
Remember, you're in there, and she's locked up. She had crawled through to get something, and a walker just somehow appeared out of nowhere. It woke up or something like that.
Yeah.
And she was in there by herself. And
yeah, I was sort of panicking how to get because I kind of wanted to get her out, and then after you take out all the walkers, then Krista comes to see what's happened because she heard the gunshots and that, and just asks if you hope you know what you're doing. And
yeah, mm-hmm. And he said, and then we told her to say, yeah, she knows, she took care of it, and say, well, at least she gave us a compliment. I'll say that.
Yeah. She gives a compliment to you teaching Clementine how to use a gun.
Yeah, so, and that kind of made me feel good because she actually noticed it. Yeah, but I'm afraid, at the same time, I just hope she doesn't have to do anything like this on her own. I don't know. I became very attached to Clem after that. I think that's when I did become very attached to her. Actually, it's like, you know what? I don't want to leave my sight at all for nobody, for no one. So, and I would say I hope we don't send her through any more vents, and I can't see her anymore because to some people that's not a big deal unless until it happens to you in real life. You send your child somewhere to go unlock the door because it's sent through the crawl space of the class, and it's like, are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm okay. So, but yeah, and once we did that, I think what did we find? We found like some pliers or something. I can't remember what tools we found.
I remember finding blow torch, which I could cut through the metal, and then you can, and after you do that, that's when the fat hundreds, if not thousands, of walkers are walking down the way.
Yeah, I thought it was just way too convenient. Because especially when you start running too, I don't know if you look back, but I look back. I'm like, how are they running through that fire? But then I guess, zombies aren't afraid of fire. They just walk right through it, whether, whatever. So, but I was afraid though, because I was saying, oh my gosh, we're going to lose somebody.
Or if you like the fire, because I think you can choose not to just leave it, but I thought it might, the gas tank might explode and destroy the bridge and destroy a bunch of walkers. I thought that would happen, but apparently not, because they eventually come to Savannah, which is where the next two episodes take place, episode 4 and 5.
Yeah, I was scared that was going to happen too. I said, if that thing blows up, we're not going to make it. And I thought, what if it blows them up? But some of them don't die and they just get blown to pieces, and their bodies just, like, top parts of their torso comes flying, just lands near where we're at, and it's still alive and still coming, but it's on fire.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many, possibilities, So, but that was a good scene though. I enjoyed it. It scared me a little bit, but I enjoyed it. I was like, whew, okay, let's go. Yeah. And
then, so what do you think of the end of the episode? Because then, obviously, Kenny's still upset about because his wife and son recently died or been killed. So,
oh well.
So how did you? What did you say to him?
I gave him condolences and so forth. I felt bad. Things gonna get better. When we get to the next town, we can all make decisions if we want to stay together or we can depart. He said he wants to separate from us, which actually I was kind of in my tiny little what's the word, for all the things that he'd done beforehand where he left other people to get killed. I mean, I don't want to say karma comes back to you or anything like that, because it's a game, but at the same time, I was like saying, if you want to separate from us, then so be it. And I was kind of saying, shut up, don't. Let him go if he wants to go. Let him go. He's not going to survive, but let him go. And that's what I wanted to happen. I wanted him to leave the group because I was tired of dealing with him anyway. But now he's only one person, so now he'd probably be a better character to keep. But, keep in mind, you skipped the part too, I think, because we're getting ready to get into Savannah and get off the train, aren't we?
Yeah, just
Okay.
So that's funny, yeah, and that's when that mysterious man is on
Right.
on Clementine's walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because we missed one major thing. We found out what Ben had did, and that's when I really wanted to shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
Boy, I was so mad. I was like, if I could stop the train, get off now. Oh, you cost me Doug, but I just said, you know what? Keep it to yourself. Don't you tell nobody else. Keep it to yourself and let it go. Just let it roll, because you already gonna cause too much pain as it is. Not intentionally, but you did, and just keep. And that's how I leave it at that. Even, well, we come to the future part where he's, hanging on the stairs, but I leave it at that.
Yeah, that's an episode 4 to come to now.
Yeah. So, but keep in mind, I was sad for Doug, like I said. But remember, there's one more thing that they showed too. Is the walkie-talkie when they started talking and asking for Clem. Oh, I was so angry. I couldn't wait till the next episode came out. I was like, give me my belt. It's time for her to get a beating. Because why is she talking to whoever this person is on this radio and keeping it a secret from me? I was so angry, and it ended good, but I was upset very much at Clem. I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. So I was so mad. But it ended really good. I'll say that. It ended really, really good.
Yeah, it was a good setup for the next episode, because you were hopeful that they'll find the boat or do what they need to do to survive next.
Yeah.
And to find out who this stranger is, which you find out in episode 5, obviously, but
right, we'll get to that.